Hello, as I was talking about in my last live, because I wanted to have a long live and my computer was heating up and everything, my computer has cooled down a little bit. I probably won't be able to do a very long stream because my computer's been heating up quickly lately and yeah, kinda need a little fan, but that's a little fan that I want is gonna cost like maybe $145. So I'll have to wait about a year before I decide whether I want to buy it or not. And at that time, maybe somebody can just help me get a new laptop. Because, I don't know, laptops sometimes don't last that long. I had my last laptop, which was pretty old, last me quite a while. But that's because I am a determined person and I find workarounds in certain cases. But if there is a thing that I can afford, or if someone offers to buy me something, I'm not one to really turn things down. If I have turned it down, it's probably because somebody's asking for certain things and I'm not agreeing to do certain things. That it's like, a gift is a gift. There's no strings attached. I buy people gifts all the time. I mean, at my own expense, I have spent, I think, yeah, I mean, I spent about enough to buy a dinner on my friend. So there was like a membership that was $30. So I spent money on my friend. I mean, I know you guys don't need to know how much money I spend on every single one of y'all. And I know you guys appreciate when I buy you gifts and stuff. I mean, I'm not going to buy every single one of my friends' gifts, and I'm not going to buy everyone everything. I mean, if I could, I'd probably buy more stuff, and, we'd all have fun and have little picnics and get togethers. But, there's dangers in that, so the best and safest way to meet up would be near a police station. I mean, truly, it's like only if you want to meet up. I mean, honestly, a lot of people would want to meet up, but it's safer to just not meet up at all. Ultimately, in the end, it's like the best bet to just not meet up sometimes because it's safer for everyone. But if you have already made the decision to meet up and everything, well, in my case, what I do, because I live not too far away from a police station, I just, that little park area, that's the park where if I want to meet up with you, I'm going to ask my mom to drive me down there. That's the place where if I meet someone up, or when I meet up with someone, that's the place. You know? Because, if I'm near a station where there's police, it's less likely that you're going to bring a knife. It's less likely that you're going to bring weapons to a public park or public setting. You might bring weapons to a diner or something. And you might be saying, oh, it's childish to meet up at a little area like this. No, it's not. And even if it is, I don't give a flying frick. We're just trying to have a meet and greet and, talk up and have a little area where we meet and say hello and interact. Probably have some snacks, sit at a little park bench. We're not going to have a full movie marathon and everything. It's an outdoor little area, it's a safe area. Relatively safe. I mean, there's still wildlife, but, anywhere is going to have wildlife. Even your own house will have wildlife within it. There's no avoiding certain wildlife. I have proven that ants can and will go anywhere. It's crazy. Ants are crazy. They're a wild beings of nature. So, they're everywhere. And even if there's no food, if it's in a general location that an ant is marching through, if there's no pesticides and nothing that'll. Because, in hotels and stuff, they manage that. They are quick to put pesticides and all sorts of things down that'll kill ants and kill bugs and all that. Well, most of us homeowners, or, well, I say homeowner. I'm not a homeowner. My mom owns the home. I live in the home. So most of us people who live in homes can't really always afford the pesticides to spray all around, and we can't afford, the bug experts to, handle all that. And I realize that. So, as long as the room doesn't have plates of food on the floor, I'm fine. It's my biggest pet peeve when going into someone's bedroom is, or, if I'm going into a bedroom, that is, the biggest pet peeve is walking on plates. So just all I ask, if you are inviting me over to your house after I don't know how many meetups, because I'd have to know you for quite a while before I decide to do that. Like, for example, me and my friend Paris Kitty, my friend there, I've known her since I was about maybe 11 years old. Like 11 or 12. I've known her for a very long time, so it's been about at least 10 years that I've known her. More than 10, actually, but I'm just gonna say 10 plus years for just the general thing of how long I've known my friend. And I've been to other friends' houses that I've known for at least a year. Like, for my other friend, I'm just gonna call her Kay for now because she was like the first friend I ever had. Very first. Like, she wasn't a best friend or, someone who's long term in my life. She kinda just. She has her own life and she's doing her own things, and we're not gonna probably ever have meetups like we used to do, and I have to accept that. I have to grow and move on and get a new friend group. And, like I said, I've known some other people for a while, but my first friend, Krista, meow. Christoph, Kisten, Meowson. Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna edit that out. But, yeah. You guys don't know her. You're never gonna know her, but, that's a nickname. Kay was my first friend, and, I used to go to her house quite often. I was told that she, felt petty. I mean, not petty, pity for me. Like, she felt bad for me, and that was the only reason she was my friend. And you know what? That might have been the case, but she was like the first friend I had, so I didn't know what to expect with friends. I still don't. I'm not as dumb and naive as I was back then. That's been like 20 years now. So, like I said, she was like the first friend I ever had, so about 20 years ago. That was back when I was hanging out with her and everything. So it's been a long time, and my memories are a bit scattered. So it's just I've had a crazy life, and I had a lot of crazy things going on. And I think I wanted to discuss how I saw something earlier and had just read the thing. So moving on from the topic that I have just brought up. And, I know rather fast, so we're changing the topic from that to something else. So, there was a thing I read last night, and I misunderstood what it had said. So I literally was reading the thing, and I'm like, I might leave if things are not further explained, and there better be a good gosh darn explanation for what's going on here, for what I'm seeing. So there was an explanation later on in the morning, and they wanted to clarify it, and I agree with what was said now. So basically, someone had been like publicly complaining to everyone and, you know, exposing them. It wasn't even just, you know, rather blatant complaint along the lines of, oh, I ended up not getting the dream item from this. Haha, funny. Like, that's something, you know, I would be trying to make a joke out of it, of like, it was in my reach, and then it was gone. I wouldn't actually, like, I mean, I might be upset, and to an extent, like, complaining about certain things, but I'd always try and make it uplifting and try and be funny about it till I have that moment of where I'm just breaking down, which happened with my friend last night. I'm so thankful he was there last night because I was breaking down. So there was a lot of that, and we're gonna have this be right back screen because I'm about to log into the game. So I gotta type in the password, so I don't want you to like see what I'm typing. I know sometimes you can see it, but I wanna prevent you guys from seeing it as much as possible. Oops, I mistyped it. Okay. Oh, right. And in my case, I wasn't upset about not getting the prize. I was upset about something else, so I had left. So when I had seen the message about I hadn't even complained to anyone yet. The only person I had complained to was my friend, and that was after the message was sent. I was like, oh, heck no. All I did was fucking leave. Like, what the fuck? The message was really odd, and I was missing context. Like I said, I was missing a lot of the context of what had happened last night. So, as I was mentioned, I agree that you should not go around gaslighting people about, like, not winning something or, you know, having to have it re-rolled for any reason. It's not their fault that it had to be re-rolled. You were away and, you know, things happen. And, you know, it might suck and you might be upset, but there's no reason to go gaslight them, DM them. There's no reason for all that. Oh, I think something just happened in another room. I'm gonna be right back. My be right back screen is still on. Okay, we're fine. I forgot to turn it back to the live screen, but I have to be right back anyway. So, yeah, works out. I'll be right back. Everything okay back here? I heard it crash. Everything okay in here? Yeah. Sounded like you said that was wrong. Oh, okay. Crash way now. He said there was no crash back here, so I was like, okay. No one realized that P2 is the name. I didn't hear it as a, oh, it was my mom type of thing. I heard it as a, it wasn't back here. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll go check the other area. And if it wasn't you, then, well, we've heard of a weird thing recently, so. Yeah, back to my room. Glad you're okay. Glad everyone's okay. Yeah. Ow, shit. I'm fine. Don't worry, guys. If you heard that is, and if you're in here, I just kinda, I had a little crash onto a certain part of me that hurt me. And I'm a bit dizzy. I'm a bit weak. I'm not old, but my body feels old, and certain things that I do will cause certain joints to do certain things. So, I'm not old, and my body does not like metal. And so it's trying to reject certain things, so yeah. And I forgot what I was talking about before I was here. I think I was on the lines of agreeing with a certain thing. So yeah, I think what I was talking about before was along the lines of saying, do not go gaslight them. Like, it's okay to be upset that you didn't win, or, you know, be upset that they had to re-roll because you weren't there. You're both probably upset at each other, honestly, but in the end, it was never your item. It was theirs, and if they had changed their mind, or in the event of what happened, which is what happened, so in the event they have to re-roll because you weren't there, I don't care what the reason was that you weren't there, the item was never yours. And I might be upset at something, it might happen to me too. But I'm not going to be going in their DMs telling them the prize was mine. And I'm not going to go gaslight them for the item or anything. I'm not going to go over and do all that. I mean, even when somebody bought the item first from a different thing, I was upset. I was very upset because I had finally gotten enough diamonds for it, you know, like, and it was gone. It was just gone. Both of the things that I had wanted to buy were gone from in there. And I was crying because, like, honestly, I really wanted it. But I didn't have enough diamonds, and I'm just like, you know, I'm sure the same thing will happen to them in the future. You know? Karma has a funny way of kicking other people in the butt. But then again, it's like funny because as I was mentioning it in a stream about how I almost had enough to buy it, you know, how I was going to buy it tomorrow, that was the exact time someone bought it. So I felt more along the lines that they had tried to do it to spite me, if you get my drift. Like, it's one thing to buy it if you just wanted the item. And if you are literally buying it and reselling it in your store for, like, more diamonds, when I literally was just like, I wanted to have it and almost had enough to buy it myself. I'm sorry, but, that just sucks. And I'm disappointed in you if that's the reason why you did it. But, it'd be like if someone bought the spikes from my shop just to, sell them for, like, more. I put them underpriced, like, way underpriced. I think you've seen my videos where I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just go yeet and toss them at, like, very low prices. You know, I've sold them for really low before. And, like, I don't mind if people buy them for the right reasons. Like, A, they want to buy them, or they're doing a giveaway with them. Like, you know, giveaways and stuff. But if you're literally just buying them from a shop to sell them, that is not a right reason, and you know it's not. And I'm kind of disappointed that it comes to that. It'd be like if someone bought a diamond not because they wanted to see how cute the diamond was and enjoy it, or, you know, give it to their friend or whatever. It'd be like if somebody bought a diamond ring from a shop that sells diamond rings and, like, bought it for, like, $15, and then they literally sold it off and tried, you know, selling it off as their own work for $50 versus, like, the $13 that they bought it for or whatever. I mean, granted, diamond rings are not going to be, like, $13 or very cheap. They're going to be expensive. Like, I think the cheapest diamond ring you'd ever find would be, like, $20, 25, and it'd be a very tiny diamond, like not even a full diamond. It'd be like a diamond encased in glass or something. It'd be like a very small percentage of diamond, and it'd be like very, very cheap. So, like, there are different elements to what makes certain things different things. So, like, something might be like 1% diamond and 99.9% glass. Oh, wait, I got that wrong. 99% glass and 1% diamond. And you might, like, it depends on how big the item is, too. So, like, it'd be like a small amount of diamond. I don't know what the actual, like, I think the cheapest one I've ever found, though, was like $20. And like I said, it's not even like a full diamond, it's like a tiny piece of diamond encased in glass. So that's why it made it like more expensive than just glass. I could be wrong. Go do your own research, because I'm not a very good person at knowing my stuff very well. And I'm just trying to explain how certain things are not okay to do, but, you know, it's not illegal, really, I don't think. I don't think it's illegal to buy from my shop and sell it in yours. It's not illegal. Doesn't make it right, though. And I mean, it's okay if, you know, you were to buy the item and say, oh, I don't like this, and were to just sell it for the same price you got it. Or if you ended up mixing up the prices of what you bought things at, because I can't remember if I bought it for 10 diamonds or 15, but I'm pretty sure I bought it for 15 diamonds. So I tried selling it for 15. Nobody was buying it. And then I ended up finding it looks okay on different things, so I took it out of my shop. I might give it away. I don't do giveaways, but I do give stuff away. There's a difference, so yeah. I'm sure a lot of you are like, who am I talking to? If you are watching this. I'm just talking to a general random audience and giving my thoughts and opinions on everything. And I mean, I'm just like standing in here. I'm not like playing the game now. But I will start playing the game, like playing the mini games. And when I play mini games, that's when I'm not looking at chat. So if you are in here when I'm playing mini games, I mean, you can text and chat, but don't expect me to look at chat. I tend to check at every certain amount of levels. So, like, by level 4, I'm going to look at, like, the chat again. Hey, it kind of looks like it says you. Haha. Because it says Y there, and then it had the O. No, why? Okay, fine. Num 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 num. And there are things I agree with that, it's like when I didn't get the full context of what was going on over there and just like read that you can't complain at all or you're gonna be in trouble, I was like, what the bleep is this? It didn't make sense, and I was upset because, well, you know, it's like, well, I complain. Let me complain. Let me have my complaints. Don't take my rights away. Because then you're going to have nothing left. Oops, I made a mistake. Oh no, I made another mistake. Oh well, it's not really a mistake, I guess. I'm going to go back and check the chat now. Nobody's hitting the chat. You see, normally, because nobody's really in chat, I just talk and talk and talk, and then they're like, whoa, dude, you're not even checking your chats. Yeah, because there's normally nobody here. And I'm just, talking to myself. I mean, what kind of video would it be if you just sat there and looked at me playing a game, not making any type of conversation? It's at the point of like, it's not even about who are you talking to. It's like, just general conversation. Bah humbug. Yay! I'm gonna win some games. I'm gonna win some games. But for me, when like entering a live, I don't really know what to expect sometimes. Everyone has different things and different. They talk about different things and they have different agreements, and some of them have huge disagreements with each other, but, what's important is that you respect everyone, right? So, like, for me, a very important thing is respect. If you can't respect, you know, like, if there is no show of any type of respect, I just tend to leave. Because, like, if there's any show of, like, disrespect, I should say, technically, versus, because some people believe you have to earn respect. That's a miscommon belief. You should always, like, have given respect, because respect isn't something to be earned. However, trust is something to be earned, not respect. Trust and respect are very different things. Trust can be broken very, very easily. However, respect should be something that is given, like, given right off the bat kind of thing. Like, maybe not given, but like, given enough to be like, not immediately say bad things about each other. Like, how do I explain respect and how it works? So respect is when you can communicate without, like, constantly cursing each other out. Like, I might say a lot of curse words, and it might be like, oh damn it, oh shit. and stuff like that. But the difference between that and calling you, well, if I call you a dumb fuck, it depends on my tone. So if I'm just like, oh, you dumb fuck, it's a term of endearment in that case of like, you did something so stupid that I'm calling you a name now, not to insult you, but to be like, this was not smart. Just like probably how I'm not doing the smartest things by explaining this. But, an insult type of tone with that is like, you dumb motherfucker. That's a insert term, and if I hear you yelling it like that, I'm going to tune you out, because there's that versus like you being an idiot. And at that point, I am tired of dealing with stupidity, and sometimes I get tired. And when I'm tired and in pain, that adds to a recipe of you do not want to mess with me type of thing. So it's the mentality, it breaks, and it just, I know a lot of people will be upset with certain terms and certain things I say, but it's more respectful to be honest and explain your points of view. And, like, to explain respect, it's pretty difficult, But, like, to me, more than showing respect is if you show disrespect. Like, if you can't respect me saying no, like, I don't care if you, like, respect me, but I do care if you disrespect me. Because there is a difference there. If you respect me, fine, that's fine. I don't care either way. Because respect is different for everyone. In some cases. And there's cultures that are just completely different from mine, and there's people who are completely different from me, and I'm not as great as some other people, and I might not have as much understanding in some fronts as some of you do. Like, there are different cultures. There's some cultures where they eat a certain thing and it's disrespectful to say no to eating it. And I don't care if it is disrespectful to say no to eating it. I'm not going to be saying no to eating it because I'm being disrespectful. I'm saying no to eating it because I can't eat it. And there was a culture that someone was allergic to the thing that was a unquote delicacy there, and something that would be disrespectful to say no to. Like, I don't remember the dish, but I'm going to just use an example type of thing that a lot of people know what an orange is, right? The fruit, it's round, it's orange, and it has a sweet or sour flavor in some cases. So, say someone's allergic to an orange, and, well, in some cases, it's disrespectful to decline the orange, and they're forcing you to have the orange, but you're allergic to it. So, therefore, the orange would kill you. Or whatever type of delicacy there would kill you. I'm protecting my own life, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just value my own life over showing, respect there. I value my life. What can I say? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't want to die. I mean, that's all I can really do in certain situations of, if I can't eat something or if something would kill me to eat, I just have to say no thank you, right? Like, I would think that's all I'd have to say. It's like, no thank you, I can't eat that right now. And it may be disrespectful in some countries to decline a food like that. But if you're allergic to it and can't eat it, or are unable to eat it at that time, for whatever given reason, I'm going to cry. I'm gonna lose on easy. I'm gonna lose on freaking easy. I'm upset. No! I'm going to cry. Screw you. I don't like this. Me no likey. Me no likey. Oh, thank goodness. But I'm going to lose soon. I'm going to lose real freaking soon. Okay, there's that. That goes there. Dear heavens. Dear Lord. Why? Why'd you have to curse me with losing like this? Well, at least if I'm going out. Fuck. Why? Screw that. We're doing it again. We're going again. I'm going to real quick chat. Nobody's in the chat, so woohoo. So yeah, in some cultures it may be disrespectful to decline certain things, and quite frankly, I'm going to say this: I respect my own life more than I respect you. So I'm sorry said to say, but in the event of if it's, being respectful versus being alive, I'm probably gonna choose being a bit disrespectful because, well, who wants to just, be killed in the event of that? Like, am I right? Nobody wants to die like that, so. And maybe I should talk to Animal Jam about, them selling books again, because I liked reading their previous books, and some of their books got a little, wedded down, or, someone spilled a bit of coffee. I'm pretty sure someone spilled a bit of coffee on my, book, but, I'm fine. Meow, meow. Meow 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 meow. Probably gonna check the chat after this round. Meow 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 meow. Okay, time to check the chat. Okay, nobody's still chatting, and we've been up for about 40 minutes. That's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna go look at Discord. I have one ping and another server. And I don't know if they'll be ever watching this video. I'm sure at some point they will, or maybe they won't. It's not too important whether they watch it or not. I'm still just gonna state, my beliefs. I usually say that in video, like I usually talk about the things in videos rather than, having them, on Discord where, I mean, anyone can view here too, but I feel more like if I had texted in Discord, that would have brought up issues with them rather than talking about it in my stream, because it's my stream, my thing. I control most of my audience. I can say such and such in DMs, and with the most points, I honestly agree with them. So I would hope that me explaining some of my viewpoints, if they were to see this, or if someone came across my videos, they would listen to what my viewpoint is, because like last night, I had only saw them saying such and such about complaining, so I was like, as much as I love you, and as much as I care about your content and had fun, spending time with you, telling me not to complain is like, it might as well be a death sentence. Because I complain a lot, and, I mean, you can probably tell that I complain a lot, so, like, but yeah, I enjoy S'mores context. I enjoy their content. I said contest, but I meant to say content. I'm sorry if anything is the wrong word, and I hope we can understand each other when I mess up on my words. Because I mess up on a lot of words. There are a lot of content that I enjoy, but if I ever come into a thing of like where me and the person who makes the content that I'm enjoying are not, agreeing on the things, then I'll just accept that me and them don't agree about our viewpoints. But I'd hope they would respect me enough to not force their beliefs on me, right? So yeah, there are different viewpoints me and them have. There are certain things that were said in a way that made me think maybe there's like, to be honest, I needed more context in what they were saying because I was like, surely I'm missing some context here. Like, surely we can complain about something that might be bothering us, right? Like, if you're telling me I can't complain at all, then yeah, no, I'm gonna go away and not talk to you no more. Why? Really? I hope they burn. I hope they burn. They better be burning. Okay. I thought I was gonna lose. I was going to crap my pants. Because they were gonna make me lose because they couldn't give me the right color. Yay. Really? Really? Okay. Okay, that's totally what I meant for to happen. I totally didn't mean it to go there. Really? Okay. Surely that'll work though. Okay, thank you. At least I didn't lose. Do 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 do. Where, oh where should I shoot this thing? Shoot it here. Oh, I made a mistake. I missed it. I missed it again. Surely I can't miss. Should I take a shot and try and get... Oh, wait, if I shoot there, it'll just drop it anyway. Oh, wait, I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, well. Really? Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, applesauce. Okay. Yay, I guess. Yay. Boopity boopity boop boop boopity boopity boop. My arm gonna stretch. But yeah, there are a lot of viewpoints I agree with, and there are viewpoints I disagree with. And then there are people who will literally make up stuff about me because, well, I discovered the truth about them, so. Yeah. Or part of the truth, like, something was suspicious in something that was said, and then suddenly there was a disappearance of the person who said it, like, not even that long after they had brought it up, so. It's not confirmed whether anything happened to them or not, but, yeah, I've been going through a lot for a while, and, you know, I'll figure out how to deal with it, and if dealing with it means talking about it on the internet and, bringing light to part of the situation. I mean, I might not be able to bring up into full detail because, well, there are people who I don't think I'm able to mention their name, and, they're good people sometimes, but, there was disclosed information given to me about certain people that I am now currently avoiding or have left, and I'm realizing that certain parts of things were completely true. And I'm also discovering that parts of it might be a little bit off. And that I might need to collect more information before I can do anything. And I forgot what I was talking about just a bit ago. And I do have memory lapses, which sucks, but, the memory lapses are not they're never convenient. And it drives people like me crazy till we figure out what we forgot, so. I guarantee you it's just as inconvenient for you as it is for me whenever I end up having a memory lapse. And it's like, well, isn't that convenient that you forgot? And I'm like, well, yeah, I suppose it is. And it just creates a whole thing versus, oh, she forgot. And, there's a thing of she forgot, and then there's the rude way of, it's like, you forgot? And, me, in my case, is like, oh, you forgot? Okay, well, now that I have reminded you, maybe we can do a thing about it, you know? Really? Really? Y'all see this, right? It was right there. Then no! That is upsetting. I don't even know what level I was at. Oh, hey, I got that many gems. That's cool. I'm gonna go to an arcade or something. Woohoo. I said arcade, I don't mean arcade. I meant here. I'm going over to their claw machine and getting out a few plushies, and then I'm gonna chunk some at people. I mean, they're not really worth a lot of gems. You get like one gem if you were to recycle it. Oh, look at you! That reminds me of Chicken Honey. I should drag them into this game. I know they're older than me and have grandchildren, but that does remind me of that. I think we do have someone called Chicken Nugget, and Chicken Nugget also reminds me of Chicken Honey. So maybe I'll give it to Chicken Nugget. Because, some people who are older, because I don't know what it is about people who are older not wanting to play games that are made for children. But just because it's a kid's game doesn't mean it's a kid's game. It's actually, I believe, from what I see, this game is actually a family game. The game's been out for 15 years now, so, a lot of kids that, first started playing this game when it first came out are now adults. So, or, at the very, actually, you know what? At the youngest of, because it's a kid's game, the youngest kids that really are on the internet I think is like 5 years old. So if it being out for 15 years, it would be anyone who was playing this as a kid would be an adult now. Like, I'm saying 5 as the young. I don't know how young you can be to be on the internet. I know there are people who just, they let any type of age of kids beyond, but let's be honest here. At this point, anyone who played this at the start of this is no longer a kid anymore. So, like, back in the day when the game first started, we might have had 8-year-olds playing the game, and, well, 15 plus 8 equals what? Oh yeah, an adult! So, basically all the kids that grew up with this are adults now. And I mean, there are new kids playing this game now. I mean, the adults that played this game when they were a kid had kids at some point, right? Or, well, maybe not. We don't know all the adults that played this game, but maybe like 6 of the people, like, everybody who was playing this game as a kid when they, back in 15 years ago, anyone who was playing about 15 years ago is an adult now. So, unless they were really young, but I highly doubt anyone was like 1 year old when playing Animal Jam. But I could be wrong. You can yell at me in the comments later on or whatever. But everyone who first was playing this game is an adult now. And the adults that played this game as kids probably had kids by now. So they're probably now introducing their kids to a game that they enjoyed growing up. And I don't understand why, people feel so afraid to play a game that's made for kids. It may be made for kids. It may be tailored to kids. But it's now because the kids that they grew up. Kids grew up. The kids grew up. And they still play this game. It's a comfort game to them. However, it doesn't mean other adults, people who are like maybe 10 years older than us now, it doesn't mean we can't have other adults playing this game. In fact, I'd feel better if adults who were like, I don't know, let's put it in a different perspective. What if we had teachers like, I don't know, I can't remember any of my teachers' names now. That's going to be an issue. Oh, I remember Miss Thompson now, though. But basically, having teachers inside the game, like, they could tailor to their children and entertain them with these, like, little, we can do the claw machine, haha, funny, failures to get the, little plush. We could teach them about animals and stuff, like, maybe add Animal Jam into science classes, like, have the computers in there and have, let teachers join the game. I know, it's a bit crazy, I know, I talk about random stuff and people will be confused all the time. But I'm thinking you guys are getting my idea now of, like, people who can interact with kids that are teachers. I mean, anyone can actually interact with a kid that's not, like, creepy, As long as you're not doing anything illegal with the kid, you should be able to interact with a kid. So, let's see. How to interact with kid 101. Talk to them as if they are a person, because they are a person. Don't treat them like they're stupid. If they're asking questions, that's a good thing. Let them ask questions. If you don't know the answer, go pull up your Google. Be like, hey, this is how we look up questions and get answers. And if I can't find any answers on here, let's go look in the library for answers till we have the answer to this question. It's a good thing for them to ask questions. It's always, very good when a kid wants to know something. Well, it depends on what the kid wants to know, too, so I should rephrase that. I should definitely rephrase that in a sense that makes sense. Well, it does make sense, it's just, I should rephrase it so people don't get the wrong thing. So, basically, if you are interacting with a niece, a nephew, a student, because, you might be in a case where you're in a store and a student from, I don't know, your old school or something, there's a kid there. Kids will ask questions, and I like answering as many questions as I can answer. Like, if I don't know the answer to something, I'm gonna feel bad. But I'm gonna also be like, let's search for the answer together. In the event that I'm allowed to do that, because, well, one, it's not my kid. If it's, if I have a neighbor that has a kid and, it's the neighbor's kid, ultimately I'll let the neighbor handle what they want and don't want their kid to know. I'll be like, is there anything you don't want your children to know? Kind of thing. But on the internet, if you're on the internet and if you're letting your child on the internet and walking away from the computer, they're going to see some stuff that they should not see yet. And you're going to have to explain to them what that is and why they should, go away from it. At least until they are, older, like 18 or something. Because there's stuff on the internet that minors should not see. And you should be respectful in how you explain it. No need to cuss at them. No need to yell at them. Don't yell at them. That's actually the worst thing you can do to a kid, is to yell at that kid, unless they are in danger. If the kid is in danger, like they're going to get hit by a freaking car, yell at them. Be like, get them out of the way! They might be startled because they nearly got hit by a car. I mean, that's not just for kids. That's for anyone. If they're about to be hit by a car, yell at them to move out the way. Like, if you see someone in danger, you can even possibly move them yourself if need be, but if you don't need to touch them, then there's no need to touch them, right? Like, the only time I would probably touch someone by holding their hips or anything is if they're about to be hit by a car. Or if they really need help with balance or something. Like, I try to be as appropriate with things as possible, so yeah. And I explain a lot of things in my streams. And I might not have people typing in chat and everything, but I will say everything and explain a lot of things. And I hope my videos help people understand how to interact with, certain age groups so they don't, get in trouble with anything. Because, this is a kid's game. There's no need to be vulgar or anything. I mean, I can curse in my streams. I curse in my streams. My streams will have curse words. But inside the game itself, don't be vulgar. Don't do anything bad. Do not spell the elf word out in your den. I swear, I have walked into dens where it literally spells fuck you instead of, have fun, fun. Spell something that is cute. Like, heck, even spell cute. CUTE in your den. Spell that in your den. Don't make anything bad. I have walked in some inappropriate dens, and I ended up throwing up a few times because, well, not throwing up, but I was made sick by some of the things I have seen in here. And there were things that I did that I regret. I did things when I was younger that I would never do again. And, we all grow up, we all do things, we all make choices that we might regret at some point or another in history. You might make clips out of things, and I'm going to be disappointed at certain clips. Because, some things are okay to make and other things are not. There we go. Honestly, my favorite decoration in here that I made was this here. I like it. This, not so much. But, it's okay. I'm gonna see who's on. Yeah, I have space in my thing. I can keep those things for a while. And I can give them away. And I think I'm going to log out of the game. I've been streaming for, once again, another hour, so I have a total of 2 hours that I have streamed. And I have brought in some topics that are of strong discussion, and I might not have the most worded exploration, and things might not make fully sense, but that's okay. Because I did my best, and, I hope things get improved, and I hope everyone enjoys this, and I hope we can just have a better society for everyone, and have, better things overall, better understandment, and, better communications, and just, having some fun, and talking, and everything. So, I make these videos in hope that we'll have better things in the future. And I see that it says I have a viewer. I don't know how many viewers are in here. I might have lost a viewer. But I'm sad to say we're actually ending soon. I've been streaming for an hour and 9 minutes now. And I'm happy to have been making communication, even though there's nobody talking with me. I shared a lot of my viewpoints, and I have shared a lot of stuff, honestly, and have talked on a lot of the things I think, and a lot of things of what I, think would help improve, and all that. So, I hope you have a great day. There's a Hurricane DJ that, if you could go over and subscribe to them. I don't know if they are currently live. I don't know who is all live on the Animal Jam thing. and I don't know how to yet set it where you can raid people. And well, I don't have a lot of people that's in the chat communicating, so I'm just glad to have had people and glad that people watch, and it doesn't even matter to me how many people watch and like my videos and stuff. It could just literally be one person. And, as long as I have made one person's day better, you know, it's fun and it's a great day. I mean, my day might not be the best, but, you know, life goes on and we exist until we don't. It's been great talking to everybody, even though nobody's like communicating in here. It's been great to share my thoughts. I hope you have a great evening or afternoon or whatever time zone you're in or whatever